All right, hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, and you've probably known by now that the chapters haven't come out this week because I believe they're going to be delayed until either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know, but I'm okay with waiting for another day or two. Plus it's going to give me some time to actually talk about the chapters that I did miss, starting with the Bleach, of course. 592 and 593, marching out the zombies, 3 and 4, I believe. Okay, so first off, 592. I thought this was a good chapter because Zombie Hitsugaya kicks more ass than regular Hitsugaya. I mean, think about it. He actually did some cool different moves that we've never seen him use, like, ever. Ever when he was alive. And he kicked Ikaku and Yumichika's asses hard. Quite brutally, honestly. And as for their defeats, I'm a bit bummed out with it, honestly, because I mean, I was hoping we get to see Kaku and Yumichika redeem themselves after like what happened with Mask the Masculine. I mean, they got taken down by that guy like what off panel, and they come back and they get defeated by Zombie Hitsugaya. I mean, really? Well, yeah. Granted, he is a captain after all, and Ikaku and Yumichika, they're not like captain level at the moment, but I don't know. I was hoping we would get to see Ruiiro Kujaku one more time, or at least get to see Kaku's Bankai, which I forgot his name. I forgot what it was called. I know his Shikai was Hozuki Maru, but yeah, I think he only like used it like once against one of Grimjow's Fracciones. I've also forgot the name of that one too. Unfortunately, yeah. Um, so I don't know if they're like dead or not. I hope they're not because there's still so much I want to see them do. And it seems now it seems that Zombie Hitsugai is different from like Zombie Bambietta because he was turned into a zombie before he died. So technically, Toshiro he was on the verge of death before he turned into a zombie. He wasn't dead like Bambietta who Giselle killed. He was actually still alive. So if there is a way to undo the zombification, then maybe there's a chance that Hitsugaya will come back. I don't know, but it's possible. And he does not have his conscience or a sense of will, unlike Bambietta, because I guess it's different when you turn into a zombie before you die, or it's a different case if you're a Shinigami or a Quincy. I really have no idea, honestly, but yeah, but because Hitsugaya became a zombie before he died, he still retained his movements like he was still alive. So yeah, it is an interesting tidbit of info on Giselle's ability. And honestly, I still like zombie Hitsugaya more than regular Hitsugaya because of how he was fighting. That's just me. Um, so it seems that yeah, it was gonna be Mayuri versus Toshiro, which oh man, I feel bad for Toshiro considering, you know, how Mayuri is being a mad scientist and all that. But before that, he briefly fought against actually it wasn't like a fight, it was just a freaking one shot massacre if you ask me. I mean it was like one slice and he was down. It was Charlotte Coolhorn and he was willing to take down Toshiro before he could get to Giselle, and he seemed pretty confident, but yeah, he got sliced, and it was also missing an arm. So welcome to the Arm Club, Charlotte. A lot of characters in this manga always lose their arms. And you know what the funny thing is, like, Mayuri decides to punish him by like leaving him there to bleed to death, but he's not dead. He was already dead, but he's a zombie too, so you know, that's basically it from 592. I thought it was a good chapter. Zombie Hitsugaya kicked ass. I'm a bit bummed out with what happened with Yumichika and Ikaku. We get to learn more about Giselle's ability, her zombie ability, and a setup for what might be a pretty cool fight, which actually started off pretty interesting, which led to 593 marching out the zombies 4. Let's basically how the fight began. It started off pretty well. We even get to see what Mayuri can do, especially with that sunflower light costume thing. I mean, he was able to shoot out webs like out of his sleeves, and He was even able to do that to create a barrier from the previous chapter. Not only that, but he installed a sensor on Ashikijo. Shoot, how do you say his name? Uh, Ashisogi Jizo. Yes, there we go. Okay, I almost forgot the name for a minute there. But it was all to block any like attack within a 2 mile radius, I believe. And he did this thing with when he summoned like with this like blackish doily thing that like attached onto Toshiro's knee and it blew up. I think it was some sort of unique bomb or something. But the strange thing is, it seemed to like Toshiro did kill Mayuri at first, but he was sent back to the time when Mayuri said it was all sake for the Serete. So apparently Mayuri, I don't know how he did it, I don't know when he did it. He he injected a drug into Toshiro to basically send him back into the past to a certain point. And when he reaches a certain point in his future, he is sent back. Yeah, it's basically the Izanami. Or is it Izanagi? No, Izanagi is like what Donzo had. Izanami, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's basically an Izanami drug, and that's basically what it is. I don't know like how Toshiro is gonna get himself out of this unless this is like the same thing like Kabuto had to do to get out of Itachi's Izanami. I highly doubt it, but Toshiro is pretty much screwed. But then again, that's what you get for fighting against Mayuri Kurotsuchi of all people. I mean, if he doesn't kill if he doesn't kill Mayuri, he can't move forward. But if he does kill Mayuri, he is sent back into the past, into this moment. I don't know if this is actually happening like in the real world. Maybe this is happening in his subconscious. And the strange thing is, the second time we saw him go back, he was able to talk. So maybe this is going on in his subconscious. Maybe the real Toshiro is still in there somewhere because, I mean, how would you explain him like being able to talk, being able to like to have like some sort of will in some sort of way? Maybe this is a way for Toshiro to snap out of Giselle's zombification. I don't know, but from what Mayuri said about the drug, it's basically it only works on the hippocampus, which governs short-term memory. Users can't actually remember how many times they've been sent back into the past. So, and according to Mayuri, he has been sent back, I'd say, over 10 times. And if that were to happen, there will be some serious side effects to the drug. According to Mayuri, the part of the brain responsible for keeping your sense of balance intact will be completely paralyzed for 30 seconds. So Toshiro is 30 seconds is paralyzed. And he's basically pretty much screwed in a way. Especially since he was fighting against Mayuri. So the question is, and I really liked how the chapter ended. Just exactly what point in time did I administer the drug to you? And he had this big ass grin. It was hilarious. I really like it. Now, Mayuri is not really my favorite character in Bleach, but I still like Mayuri's fights and abilities. I'm not gonna lie. As a character, yeah, he can be a bit creepy in a way, but that's what you'd probably expect from Mayuri in a way. So the weird thing is the chapter actually ended off in a cliffhanger with Mayuri saying, "You'll get your answer in the past," and he was about to stab Toshiro. I think he stabbed him. I don't know. Maybe it's Toshiro trying to attack back. I really have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen in this week's chapter. I'm hoping we're going to get to see tomorrow. If not, then maybe Friday. I really have no idea. But these past 2 chapters of Bleach have been pretty good. Mayuri is actually showing off some pretty interesting abilities. He got this new drug. I guess this is why he never administered it to anyone else. He never gave it to anyone else because of the serious side effects. It was just a shame, really, because this would have came in really handy during the fight against the Espadas and the Ronkars. But then again, what he did to Xylopero, I think that was pretty bad too, in a way. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the next chapter. I don't know what's going to happen, but I've been liking the chapter so far. The fight's been pretty good. I don't know like how many more chapters this fight is going to last between Mayuri and Toshiro. I don't know how Toshiro is going to get himself out of the zombification. There's still a chance that he might live. I don't know how, but there is a chance. as for but then again, there's also the question of who is going to I'm trying to talk here. Who's going to fight against Giselle, and maybe defeating Giselle will undo the zombification. I mean, there's still a lot of other stuff that's going on right now. I mean, like, the rest of the Stern Readers are fighting with the other Shinigami. There's also Ichigo Chanorihibe heading up to the Soul King's palace. We still don't know what's going on with Korinji and Yuha Bach. But since this is Yuha Bach we're talking about here, I cannot but feel like Korinji's going to get defeated off screen, off panel, because, I mean, that would totally suck, because we haven't actually seen his Zanpakuto and his Shikai. Well, we've seen his Zanpakuto, but his Shikai, we haven't seen it. It was, all we got is his name, Kin Pika. What does it do? Really, really have no idea. So I don't know, like, how much longer this is going to last, because there's so much going on in this arc, and I feel like we have to, like, go on to some other stuff after the whole situation with Giselle, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm gonna see if there's any like questions that if there are any like questions here. Uh, I'm. This is a whole. I really have no idea if there's any questions here. This is Q&A. This is why I never liked Google. Okay, well, I haven't gotten any like comments at the moment, so I guess that's understandable. But I can end it off here. There's no comments, so yeah, that's basically my thoughts overall with the latest Bleach chapters. I'm gonna do the same thing with the Toriko chapters, but I'll do the same thing with the. Sorry about that. I had a little error going on. I'll do the same thing for Toriko. So I'm gonna just end it off right here. So if you're watching this, thank you guys for joining to my thoughts and my opinions on what's going on in these past two chapters. I also apologize for being late with the chapter reviews because of school and because of all the other stuff that's going on. I had to my time was pretty limited. So I'll catch you guys later then. See ya.